So welcome everyone to Thrivecast, Unlocking Your Full Potential. I'm Oscar. I'm an emotional fitness coach, and I help people embody their higher self so they can live their true life's purpose. And with me today, I have my co-host, Catarina Hansson-Karlsson. Catarina, please introduce yourself to our listeners.
Thank you, Oscar. So I'm an expert in neuroscience, and what I find is your blueprint, which means what? Who you are at your peak, your driving purpose, your vision, your sabotage strategy, recreated, reinvented. In other words, your success strategy. Who are you going to be to achieve absolute success? So, all right. So today we're going to find out what is the world's great secret. And we're not going to tell you straight away. We want you to start finding out for us. So the first question is, obviously Oscar knows, I know. Who knew the world's greatest secrets? Would you like to answer or shall I answer? Oscar.
I can begin answering. Yeah. I would say that the ones who knew the world's greatest secrets is the people we have in our society started calling the great masters, or the ones who've done this great works of art. Specifically, I would say definitely Jesus knew the world's greatest secret. Perhaps Leonardo da Vinci, perhaps Mahatma Gandhi, perhaps Lao Tzu, and so forth. These people that essentially, myths are made of. Jeanne d'Arc, perhaps as well. I mean, you don't know. But there's this secret that they had the ability to tap into. And all the great stories stems from that secret. So I would say that those, and maybe in the modern world, perhaps some of the great ones are tapping into parts of it. Maybe not all of it. Some gurus, perhaps in India, some yogis, some very, persons who are very involved in their own spirituality, in their practice, in the hidden, they're hermits, maybe up in mountains or at home. They also tap into that one. They don't have to necessarily be famous to be the one who does it. But the ones who usually do it, there's just an aura around them that becomes a natural magnetism that people are pulled into. And so stories are created about these people, whether they are true or not, but they're speaking of this secret. What would you say, Katarina?
Yeah, I would agree with you. I would say perhaps Elon Musk knows the secret. And I'm not talking about the secret that, was out like what 15 years ago. It's not that secret. So Einstein, Tesla, Leonardo da Vinci. Now, Leonardo da Vinci was a supreme genius, not only in mathematics, but in arts, and he was mostly self-taught. But he died with many unfinished works. Okay, so for me, he didn't know the secret as Yeshua ben Joseph did. So Oscar says Jesus Christ. I say Yeshua ben Joseph. If Yeshua ben Joseph changed his mind and didn't want to be crucified, he could have, in a blink of an eye, his cross would have disappeared. People would have disappeared. He could have disappeared. And he did it often in his life. So for me, he had the world's greatest secret. He created his crucifixion because it was the final initiation to conquer death. And it was a demonstration for us that we can conquer death. Now, is that the greatest secret? No, not necessarily. And if you look at Julius Caesar's life, I love Julius Caesar's life. But if you look at it, he conquered Spain and killed thousands. He conquered France and killed thousands. All for a kingdom, right? The Roman Empire. And not everybody in France or Spain wanted to be part of the Roman Empire. But what was Julius Caesar creating all this time? He actually cut off the hands of men who opposed him. He cut off their hands. Imagine living your life with no hands. You're almost totally dependent, especially in that age. Maybe not so much today, but still. He was creating his own death, and he was assassinated by his colleagues who were jealous of him. So did he have the full secret? Maybe not. So let's go on to the next question. What is the secret? I'd like to answer that, if that's okay with you, Oscar. So what is the secret and how do you access it? Now, the secret is you, but it's not only that, it's self-knowledge, knowing exactly who you are. Now, does it mean, well, I know I like this, I like Coca-Cola, but I don't like pizza, and I like... No. Is it your name? No. Is it your address? No. Is it what you do? No. Is it who you're married to? No. Is it how many children you have? No. It's who you are at your greatest. Now, at some moment in your life, you've been great. Even if it was at 5 years old or 10 years old. I remember one moment, and that's not my peak moment, but it's one moment. My father was actually beating my brother with a leather slipper. My brother was 6 years old, I was 7. And so there was a rage, and like a righteous rage inside me. Because I knew my brother didn't deserve physical abuse, mental, emotional, physical abuse. And I was in my, like a Wendy house, and I went out and I said to my father, "Put that slipper down." And he did. And he walked away. This is a grown man. This is a 7-year-old child. He walked away with his tail between his legs. He felt ashamed. He felt guilty. I know. But he stopped beating my brother. So that's a moment of greatness. And every child can have this moment of greatness. So self-knowledge is knowing who you are at your peak. It's knowing your self-sabotage strategy and being able to turn it around. It's being able to know your driving purpose and your vision. And to be able to say to someone in less than 5 minutes, this is who I am. This is what I'm up to. This is what I will achieve in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. This is how I could have sabotaged myself. And this is no longer. That is power. Yeshua and Joseph could do that. Absolutely. So, how do you access it? You could do it through the blueprint with me. You can talk with Oscar. He can find your true potential. There are people who can help you. Now, can a normal coach help you? Now, honestly, depends on the coach. But if they don't know who they truly are, they won't be able to help you. So, Oscar, the question is, what is the world's greatest secret and how do you access it?
Well, I'm gonna go a bit further. The world's greatest secret is that the kingdom of heaven is inside or within. And within us, this is the same as without. So when you enter that kingdom within, the outside will start to mirror whatever it is that is flowing within you. However, the kingdom within, that also means that there's a spring of well-being that exists in every human being at every moment, in every time, all the time, and it's there. And it's more blissful than anything you can ever possibly imagine in your entire life. It's all the things that all the great sages are speaking about. And it is the experience of the self. Now, what is the self? The self is the observer. It's the one who sees what you are experiencing throughout your life. It's the one who is acknowledging that you see that you have emotions or you have thoughts, you have needs, or things are going on in your life. But it's the silent witness behind it all. And when that witness is unhindered by any type of filter that you put on your reality through your preferences, through your likes and dislikes, your ideas of how things should or shouldn't be, when that self is the one in charge, then you have all your needs fulfilled in every single moment. And it's the most blissful feeling you could ever possibly imagine. But not only that, when that is there, then you are a conscious creator because you can imagine any type of scenario in your life and it will come to manifest because all the life force through the universe is available to you in that moment, and you direct your focus to manifest whatever you desire at that time. And that was what Jesus could do. That's how he split the Red Sea, or Moses maybe did that, or whatever. But the whole point is that he was able to do these magnificent feats. When someone comes to him and say, "Oh, heal me," he saw that person as it is already healed, and so it was. That is the power that every single human being on this planet has.
Yeah.
And that's the greatest secret there is. Now, in order to access that, you need to first of all start to become the witness of what is going on in your life. Don't attach yourself to the ideas of how things should or shouldn't be. Because you see, as soon as there is attachment, there is limitation. And any time you say, "Oh, I really like this, but I really dislike that," then you create a stone in the ripple of that current that stops you from actually fulfilling that full need in that present moment. So any type of preference or idea or whatever that you form in your life starts constituting this identity that you're building. Now, the problem with that identity is that it is built by human ideas about how life should or shouldn't be. But your spirit flows unhindered in the mental world. That's why when you think of something, I say, think of a pink elephant, and you will have a pink elephant in your head. You are intuitively creative, and your mind can conjure anything you so desire. And if you stay focused on it long enough, it will materialize. And the more you imbue that energy, the faster it goes. But in order to really let go, as I say, you have to let go of the preferences. You have to realize the things in your life that you have said, I don't want that to happen anymore. You have to go there. You have to feel it. You have to let go of it. And you have to understand it. That's what letting go means. It means letting go of your ideas of how things should be. But not only, it's not just you who have come up with these things. Everyone in your life has tried to tell you how you should or shouldn't be. Now it's for you to let go of what they are saying as well. Because ultimately you are the authority. You have to find your way of going about things. Therefore, the start is, as Catarina says, you need to find those values that are central to you, something that you just stand by, regardless of what you ever do in your life. That is what you will do, And from there, you start letting go of all the things that comes up on the way that says, oh, I can't do this. Oh, you should do that. And so forth. Because those are stones that are hindering you from seeing yourself, that self that is the only authority that has the power to change everything in your life in an instant. That is the secret. And that is how you start doing it. But in order to actually do this, you have to look at the pain and the pleasure in your life. Because every time you say, oh, I really, 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 really like this, that means that you really, 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 really dislike something else. And that is a dent in your consciousness that stops that flow because you put a preference on life. So be mindful and let go. You, Katarina, what will you say? Do I have another question?
You've answered the last question as well.
Yeah, you follow up with your.
How do you align self-knowledge spiritually? So whether you believe in God or not, whether you believe, I was going to say life and not, if you don't believe in life, why are you alive? At least you believe in life. So what is meaningful to you? Is it your children? Is it nature? Is it the sky? Is it trees? Find out something in the universe that is beautiful for you, for pure. It could be the sun, it could be the moon, it could be the stars. It could be the whole universe. It could be God. It is God because God is everything. But if you don't like the concept, if the churches put you off God or religion or anything to do with that, then align yourself with life itself, because life is in everything. Life is God, but you don't have to use the word God. I use the word God. I like the word God. The word God has one of the highest vibrations, if not the highest vibration in the world. So the more you use that word, the more you start to vibrate at a very high level. So find out who you are. Find out what your purpose is. Find out what your vision is and align it with God, because God is already aligned with you. within, as Oscar says, the kingdom of heaven. Find out who you are and align it. And take a quiet moment, a meditation moment every single day and align. If you like running, then run, but run with life, run with God. Align yourself and co-create your vision with God, with life. Now, this is a big step, but that is the greatest secret in the world. So we have completed for today. How do we reach you, Oscar?
You reach me through realitydecoding.com. And I also have a Facebook group called Live Your Purpose. And on YouTube, my name is Oscar Nygren. I've just dropped a new form of, let's say, membership for anyone who wants to really explore this and let go at the depth. In Sweden, it's called Andrum, and in English, it's called Letting Go Circles. So you're very welcome to explore this. Both will be available on my website. Thank you. And you, Catarina, how do people reach?
Well, I was going to say, go to Facebook and find Oscar Nygren, because he is an expert on post-traumatic symptoms and how to heal it. He's an expert. He's doing extremely well. So go find out what he's doing. So me, I'm on LinkedIn. You can find Catarina Hansson-Karlsson. Connect with me. But if you like this video, and if you'd like to explore more of or get to know more of what we're doing, click on like, subscribe, and write in the comment bar, I know the greatest secret. So we'll see you next week. We are going to be talking about and addressing the subject of post-traumatic syndrome and how women, most of all, suffer from it worldwide, in Sweden, all over the world. Yeah. Right. See you next week.
See you, everyone. Take care.